Josephine and welcome to The News. Today we are talking about Sports Wales. Their Emergency Relief Fund, to be exact. The Emergency Relief Fund is designed to complement other sources of funding provided by the UK and Welsh Government, such as funds targeted at small businesses. If you are a non-profit sports club or organisation delivering community sport and physical activity, if it is experiencing short-term financial hardship or the ceasing of operations due to the impact of coronavirus.
These organisations can include local non-profit sports clubs, voluntary and community sector organisations that deliver or enable sport and or physical activity, include organisations that are not solely or primary sport organisations and have an important role to play in keeping people active, that may need support or other parts of their organisation to remain open. Small charitable trusts that do not qualify for financial help elsewhere. Regional bodies at risk of financial hardship.
Well, Barbara is here at a secret location to tell you more about it.
Thanks, Josephine. The fund will help community sport and physical activity organisations that are unable to meet their financial obligations, for example, for fixed costs, which are no longer supported with the revenue due to coronavirus. The Emergency Relief Fund might cover costs of rent, utility costs, insurances, facility or equipment hire, where it is a fixed cost, activities or costs that cannot be covered by the government-funded sources, clubs affected by recent flooding might also have a capital cost or cleaning cost that they cannot pay for.
We are now going live to Barbara. I believe she is in a field. So Barbara, what should the applicants be expected to do?
That's right, Josephine. I am indeed in the field. Well, the applicants are expected to exhaust other sources of funding, in particular the emergency funding, and support being provided by the Welsh or UK government. The fund cannot cover costs that were before the announcement of the UK lockdown on the 24th of March.
I understand, Barbara, that applicants have to try for all other government funding before applying for this fund. This fund should be a final option because of the current circumstances. There are likely to be more applications than they can fund. So funds will go to where they are most needed. The grant is aimed at those clubs and activities that are at immediate financial risk. If your club is cost neutral, unfortunately, you are not eligible to access this fund.
Yes, Josephine, that is in fact correct. Once you've submitted your application form, it will be assessed to make sure it reaches the fund criteria. It will also be discussed with colleagues with the sector, such as your national governing body, to confirm application details. Depending on the amount of applications, you will hear from somebody within 5 working days, letting you know if you are eligible to access funding. Your application will then proceed to the assessment stage. A decision on grants will hopefully be made by Friday the 17th of April. However, the volume of applications anticipated could mean that your individual application may be processed after this date. Timers are subject to change depending on workload. Communications will be made through their website if there is a processing delay, but will endeavour to make decisions and release funding as quickly as possible to recognise this critical nature of this fund. You should expect 10 working days from application
to the decision.
I have been Josephine, and thank you for watching the news.